Hello, and welcome to this month's Verto Spotlight, which is all about our performance planning module. Performance planning can help you and your organisation to monitor your projects and activities, the key performance indicators being measured, and how the two elements interact to support service planning and delivery. So hopefully everyone is familiar with what a project is, but what about a key performance indicator, or KPI? A KPI is a quantifiable measure which can be used to evaluate the success of a project or activity in meeting its objectives for performance. Every project should have objectives and benefits, which are the overall goals or outcomes that the project is wanting to achieve. Benefits can either be tangible, for example, an increase in sales, or intangible, for example, improved user experience. Where Verto's performance planning module can assist is in offering a way to track and measure progress towards these benefits through specific metrics. Let's take a look. I am currently a project manager for a project which is implementing a new website for my organisation. This project has 5 benefits which are being tracked in the benefit area of my project. Each benefit requires a specific measure which can be easily monitored to evaluate the success of delivery. By using the performance planning functionality, I can record and track specific KPIs linked to my project and these individual benefits. I can access these KPIs via the icon in the left-hand menu. From here, I can see all of the indicators for my project, and as a project member with edit rights, I can seamlessly access and update each one as needed. Like other areas of Verto, this form is configurable, although it does have some core mandatory fields which must be used. Against your indicators, you can record top-level metadata, such as the description or the reporting frequency. You can also assign a specific indicator owner, which will then link to their feed view, and of course record an overall RAG status. Then against each indicator, you can also record the ongoing ambition, forecast, and actual figures for your KPI. So in this example, I have an indicator which is tracking the achievement of a 20% increase in the number of visitors to the new website within 6 months of launching. For each month since launching the website, we have recorded the ambition number of visitors, the forecasted number of visitors, and then where applicable, the actual number of visitors. We're also able to define what number is considered acceptable, good, and excellent in terms of that total number of website visitors. The data in the top chart is automatically pulled into the graph, where we can see the actual line, the forecast line, and the ambition line. Those thresholds of acceptable, good, and excellent are also shown on the graph in block colours to represent those RAGs. It's therefore very easy to see if the data that you are recording is going in the right direction. You can also use the bottom to filter in and look at a specific period in your graph. Finally, against your indicator, you can also see if there are any other projects or activities contributing to it. For example, here we can see alongside my project, there are also 2 other projects in Verto contributing towards this indicator, and also a non-project activity. Once the indicator has been updated, we can simply click on the red close cross to go back to the project where we can continue to update our project or any additional indicators linked to it. In addition to what you have already seen, There is also an alternative configuration to the data table and graph. This is known as our years table. The years table will sit on the same screen as the top-level metadata and has been designed to support organisations with tracking KPIs linked to either annual or multi-year plans. For each KPI using the years control, you have the option to select a reporting frequency and a format type, for example, percentage or decimal. You can then track the target and actual figures against each year, starting from year one and repeating as many years as needed. Within the years table, you can also record regular updates based on the reporting period, such as monthly, quarterly, or annually. So the final piece when it comes to Verto's performance planning module is, of course, the performance area. The performance area is where we can take those indicators and those projects and we can start to group them together underneath their outcome groups or their departments or service areas. This is where we can build those corporate or strategic plans, and we can see against each of those outcome groups, for example, processes, a bit more information around that itself, who might be the overarching owner of that particular outcome group or service area, and then, of course, which indicators are feeding into that, and which projects and non-project activity are feeding into. Allows us to bring all that information together, and then we can in turn look at how we can report out on that information from Verto. Hopefully you've seen the power of the performance planning module today. Please contact us if you'd like to find out more about anything you've seen. Thanks for watching.